All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. A little bit of a different video for you guys today. In this video, we're going to be 3D printing. And what we're going to be 3D printing today is a gigantic Bodybuilder Pikachu. And we're not just going to be printing a regular size one. We're going to be printing one to the maximum capacity of my Creality Ender 3 Pro 3D printer. So this is the biggest size you can possibly print on this 3D printer. And to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to open up Creality Slicer, which is the free software that you can get to use with a 3D printer. And we're going to go ahead and drag the Pikachu file over here, maximize the size for the print bed, and we're going to add structural support. So this is going to print with little things holding up this giant print. So when I show you guys the time lapse of this print here in a minute, you're going to see these little beams coming up, and these are going to hold up the gigantic arms of this Pikachu and the tail of this Pikachu. Because it's so big, we don't want it to collapse on itself. So this print is going to take about 37 hours to complete. We're going to export this to the SD card, put the SD card in my 3D printer, and we're going to go ahead and start the process. So this is something that pretty much any of you guys can do right out of the box. If you guys have enough plastic filament and you guys got your printer set up the correct way, this is something almost anybody can do. So without further ado, let's get into the printing process, and I will show you guys the time lapse of this 37-hour long Pikachu print. Alright guys, so here's what the raw Pikachu looks like when the print is finished. It took 1 day and 13 hours, which is about 37 total hours print time. So as you can see, it still has all these little structural supports all around it. So what I'm going to need to do is clean this up, take a pair of pliers and kind of get these off, and then that will be the final version of the Pikachu. And I'm also going to have to sand it down a little bit with a filing tool, and just do a little bit of post-processing on it to make it look pretty. So I'm going to do that here and show you guys that process. It's not going to be perfect because obviously I'm not a pro at this, but we're going to clean it up a little bit and then show you what the final product looks like. But this is the raw product after 37 hours of printing with structural supports around it. All right, guys, so this is what the final product is looking like after I did the post-processing on it and sanded it down, filed it down, and took away all the structural support. I did the best job I could. So this is kind of the spin-around view of it. Pretty swole Pikachu because this is, in fact, a bodybuilding news channel. So I thought a cool thing to kind of test my 3D printer would be this gigantic 3D print of a bodybuilder ultra swole Pikachu, taking up the maximum print capacity that I could take up. The final measurements, it's about 10 inches tall, between 9 and 10 inches tall, and from arm to arm is about 10 inches wide. So it has about a 10-inch wingspan on this guy. It's pretty big. It's a pretty good-sized print. Now, I haven't decided if I'm going to paint this or not. I printed it on a kind of electric yellow PLA filament, so I didn't have to print it, or so I didn't have to paint it if I didn't want to, because now it's already yellow, because Pikachu is in fact yellow. But honestly, I think it looks pretty good so far. Obviously, I'm not an experienced 3D printer. This is just something I kind of taught myself how to do over the past month or so. So any of you guys that are beginners at 3D printing, this is something that you guys can do pretty much right out of the box as well. Once you get your printer set up, once you get all the settings right, and once you decide what software you're going to use and that sort of thing. So if you have a Creality Ender 3 Pro, like I do, I got it off of Amazon for about $250 and you're an entry-level 3D printer, this is something that's totally within the realm of possibility for you guys to do. So if you guys enjoyed this and you thought it was cool, please give this video a thumbs up, and I will possibly do a 3D print of Arnold Schwarzenegger, or perhaps a ultra swole bodybuilder Charmander, Bulbasaur, or Squirtle. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Give it 1 thumbs up for every pound of weight that you think this Pikachu can lift. I appreciate all of you guys. I know this was a little bit of a different video. And at the end of the video here, I wanted to give a quick shout out to the creator of this file. So I found this Pikachu file on a website called MakerBot Thingiverse. So you can go on Thingiverse and download free files that you can print on your 3D printer, specifically if you have the Creality Ender 3 Pro. This is a great website to go on and find some things to kind of test your 3D printer and do your first initial prints if you haven't gotten into actually designing your own stuff yet. So I wanted to give a shout out to the creator of this, which is Cyenye, Cyenye. They created this original Pikachu file, and they also have some other Ultra Swole files on there. So if you guys want to download this file and try it for yourself, that is where you can find it. Cyenye on Thingiverse. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed already. If you guys want to see some bodybuilding videos, this is the channel for you. And as always, Nick Strength and Power, signing out.